guys. Whew. Last minute change of venue. Oh my. Okay, wow. Quick little last minute change of venue. Hi. I have a crazy neighbor. Let's move this back here. So usually I try to teach from my laundry room, but my crazy neighbor was in the laundry room. Then he went upstairs and slammed his door, and I got really concerned about being in there. So pardon me as I change my space real fast like. Also, I know it's like a little windy outside. Maybe I can tuck this under this dangerous piece of wood. Can you see my mat? Perfect. Okay. Woo. All right, so we have 1 minute till we get started. Today is just gonna be a nice little HIIT circuit, same way we've been doing our HIIT circuit for the past couple of weeks. So it's gonna be 3 7-minute circuits. I'll just abandon the towel today. Yuppers, 3 7-minute circuits, and after the 7-minute circuit is done, we'll take a nice long break, rest, recover, do the same circuit, second and third time. Okay. Oh, I'm so glad I brought this sweatshirt to the basement with me, or holy guacamole. All right, so 1 minute till we get started, but if you're here already, start finding a little bit of movement for yourself. Just doing a nice lateral side to side step tap, getting a nice roll of those shoulders. Start to find some engagement of your abdominal core. Hopefully, if you haven't already hit play on your favorite jams, you got some good music going so you can stay motivated for 1 full minute of each exercise today. Yay, it's 12:15. Okay, so we're gonna keep up this just nice little lateral side to side step tap, a little bit longer for everyone else who's just joining in. Really make sure that you're using your breath the whole time, even as we do these plyometric exercises that are coming up. Make sure that you're breathing. If you find that you're having trouble breathing, slow down a little bit. Find some sort of modification. Change direction of those shoulder circles. Sometimes you might even find with some of these plyometric moves that you actually need to totally stop for a second. Take 2 or 3 breaths and then come right back in. We're gonna be doing this circuit class on Thursdays, the same every Thursday. The moves are gonna change each week. Sometimes you might see the same thing, but you'll be able to really see, let's change the move, how much you're changing. So now we're going for a nice glute kick back. Your forearms are parallel towards the floor. You're just cactusing those arms back behind you, making sure you still have that stomach sucked in. Focus on pointing your knee down towards the floor to bring your heel a little closer towards your glute. You'll feel a lot more of a stretch on your thigh, and you'll start to work into that hip flexor a little bit more. Keep up this glute kickback. Go ahead, bring your arms up overhead. Really think about opening your chest, bringing your elbows back as much as you can. Still sucking that stomach in for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice work. Relax your arms down. Let's go for some just nice cross in the body. Still breathing. Feet are about hips width distance apart right now. Equal pressure throughout those feet. Way to go. Inhale those arms up overhead. Keep the weight in your heels. We're coming down for a good morning. So hinging at the hips till you feel that big stretch on the back of your legs. Pull your shoulders away from your ears. Stretch through the crown of your head. Find your length and lift yourself up. Exhale down. As down as feels good for you today. Weight stays in your heels. Inhale up. 4 more. Exhale down. As flat of a back as you can find. Feel free to take a bend in those knees. Inhale up. Last 3. Inhale, up. 2. Inhale, up. We're gonna come down and stay there. Exhale on your way down, stretch those arms out towards the side, and just go for a tapping of the alternate toe. Really pull that belly in. Anytime you're hinged forward, you wanna have your stomach sucked in to protect your lower back. If you need to, you can always separate your feet out a little bit more, especially if reaching that toe seems very far for you. Now you are starting to bring a little bit more weight forward into your toes, increasing the stretch from the back of your leg. Last 2 to each side. Final 1. Nice work. Go ahead, bring your hands to your knees, bend those knees, and drop that right shoulder forward. I'll mirror you. Right shoulder drops forward, left shoulder draws back. Bring the weight back into your heels. Make sure those big toes are still pressing down towards the floor. Take a deep inhale. And exhale, switch. Left shoulder comes forward, right shoulder draws back. Now go ahead and release your chest down towards the floor. Squeeze those shoulder blades together. Give yourself a nice little cat-cow here. Finding that rounding and the dropping of the belly. Yeah, feels so good. All right, last 2, then we're gonna slowly roll ourselves up. Nice work, let's come into a little boxer shuffle. Okay, you get to shuffle it out right here. I'm gonna show you what our 7 moves are for today. So we're gonna start off with some ski moguls. So for ski moguls, find a spot on the floor. Your goal is to get from one side to the other, like you're skiing. You can make your ski moguls as fast or as slow as you want to. If you need a less intense version, you're just gonna step, bring the weight into your heels, and come into that squat. Make sure that you're really sitting your hips behind you. Don't let knees come forward towards your toes. That's move number 1. Move number 2, mountain climbers. So hands, palms onto your chest. You're trying to get about 25 on each leg, and you can do whatever you want, bringing it out to the side, crossing towards opposite elbows. If you need to be on your knees, you can still get a mountain climber right here, drawing those knees in towards your chest. Even think about coming forward into more of a modified plank, maybe going wide to work those abs a little bit more. Move number 3, glute bridges. Turning over, bringing those heels close towards the center line of your body. Arms can relax down by your side, just up and down. I'll give you lots of tips as we actually get towards these moves. Let me just show you what they all are pretty fast. Next up is a 2 or 3 point plank. So if you're going for a 2 point plank, lifting up 1 foot and the opposite hand, and your goal is to hold for 10 seconds. If that's too much, go for a 3 point plank. 3 things down, 1 thing up. And if you need to, you can always just be here in bird dog, also in a 2 point plank. The next move, squat with alternating side leg lifts. So a nice, pretty closed leg squat. Don't you go anywhere, yoga mat. You're going to squat down, lift up, and kick out. Alternating each time that you go around. Oh, life is so hilarious. All right, and the last move that we've got is a side shuffle. We've done this before. 1, 2, 3, knee drive. 1, 2, 3, knee drive. Great. So let's go ahead and get started. That means our first move for today is ski moguls. Make sure you have some water nearby. We got 7 minutes of work coming up. I'm just gonna tuck this under that wood. Do the best that I can for you guys to see me. We start in 3, 2, 1, here we go. So, showing you that modification first. You're just stepping side to side. You're actually using your arms here. Like you're using your arms like ski poles. Swoosh, swoosh. Nice work. And if you're going for something more intense, just trying to land lightly on those toes. Really work to still keep that chest nice and lifted. You're at the halfway point right here. Move number 1. Make sure as you come into your squat that you're bringing the weight into your heels. And if you need to, take a second, modify, and then come back in. Challenge yourself today to see the change tomorrow. And just imagine you're outside. Oh, it's a social activity. You could be in the hot tub, enjoying hot chocolate. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Make your way down to your mat. It's time for mountain climbers. We're in it to win it. So the time is already going. Make sure you're keeping those, don't you blow away from me, hands, palms underneath of your chest. And if you need to, remember, you can always be doing it right here in tabletop as the easiest modification. Still drawing those knees in towards your chest, or working that nice side booty by bringing your knees to your opposite elbow, or feel free to come a little further more. Get that nice angle with your body. You're gonna have to contract your core more to stay right here. Way to go, you guys. 2/3 of the way through. Keep breathing. Make sure you're not shifting those shoulders back towards the back of your mat, right under those hands palms. 10, 8, 6, 4, 2, roll over onto your butts. It's glute bridge time. So feel free to bring your arms down by your side. You got about 1 second in each position. The goal here is to get 30 glute bridges within your 1 minute. If you stay consistent with your breath, with your movement, you'll totally get there. Think of this one like a recovery move. Find that one spot to focus your eyes, start to relax your mind, and really just focus on your breath right here. And at the top, you are squeezing your butt cheeks like there's money between your bum, and I'm gonna come and take it from you if you don't squeeze hard enough. Way to go, 2/3 of the way through. Keep it up, keep it up. Ooh, nice work, nice work. You've got it. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2-point plank or 3-point plank. So roll over, and remember, whatever you pick, you're gonna stay here for 10 seconds. I'm showing you the easier version to begin with. I do have my knee back a little bit more to come more into a modified plank here. And then 10 seconds are done. So what else can I lift up? Go for the opposite side. If you're going for that 2-point plank, think about cycling between, 3 points, and you're really in a plank. Maybe you lift up one leg for 10 seconds, find that length, and then you put it down, lift up the other leg for 10 seconds, or about 10 seconds. And then when you put that foot down, stretch one arm out in front of you. Try not to lean too much side to side. Nice work, you guys. The last 10 seconds right here. Find that spot, focus your eyes. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Make your way to your feet. We've got our squat with our side leg extension. Legs close together, squat down, keep that chest lifted, and come out towards the side. Having your hands on your hips is gonna make it easier to stabilize your core. Having your hands on your chest, it's gonna make it a little bit more challenging. Keeping those arms up overhead, trying to keep those biceps by your ears, it's gonna be the most challenging option to really work that core a little bit more. So try them all. Find what feels good for you today. You get a full minute, and there's 3 times to try it. Keep breathing, keep the weight in your heels. Send those hips back towards the back of the room. The lower you sit, first you feel it in your glutes, then you feel it in those thighs. You're doing great, you guys. We're coming towards the end of our first circuit. 3-minute break coming up soon. How many moves we got? 2 moves after this. All right, next up is our skater lunges. Did I remember to show you these? Because they're happening right now. So you're just gonna either take a nice big lunge or just step back. Just step back, work to press that heel down behind you if you're just going for a step back. If you're going for the skater lunge, work to keep your hips squared to whatever is in front of you. Just step back. So instead of your hip turning all the way out, as you step back, hips stay forward. Still working to bring that back knee down towards the floor. Once again, having your hands at your hips makes this a little bit easier. Having your hands at heart center makes it a little more challenging. Arms up overhead. You really got to engage that core to find that stability. Find what works well for you today. Keep breathing. 10 seconds left right here. Really focus on that form. Hips forward, back knee down towards the floor, front knee not going past those toes. 3, 2, way to go. Last move, side shuffle, knee drive, side shuffle, knee drive. If you've got space, use as much space as you can. This is where we're working those inner and outer thighs. Yes, you guys. Light on those toes. Drive that knee up. Getting a little ab move here. Working that hip flexor too. The more you decrease that space between your lower rib and your hip, the more you get that ab work. Exhale to get into those muscle fibers even deeper. More than halfway. Keep it up, you guys. Don't stop now. Push yourself at the end if you feel tired for the last 10 seconds. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, 3 minutes to yourself. Grab some water. If you didn't bring water, go get some water. I'm gonna lead by example right here. Leading by example. What? I'm not breathing heavy. That's crazy. Okay. 2 more minutes to yourself. Don't completely stop moving. Even if you're just kicking a heel out or coming back into these lateral side to side step taps, this is a great time to already start just kind of working on giving yourself some stretches, loosening things up here right now so that you can feel awesome. Awesome for round 2. In less than 2 minutes. Ching, 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 ching. Oh my gosh. Yay. Checking out my watch. 1 minute till we start round 2. Starting off with those ski moguls again. And I really ask yourself, well, I ask you to ask yourself, what are you gonna do in round 2? What are you gonna do different in round 2 than in round 1? Are you gonna go maybe 1 extra ski mogul, 1 extra mountain climber before you take a quick little break? I'm gonna push myself to work a little bit harder, and I hope you'll join me. All right, set yourself up. Find that spot on the floor that you are jumping from side to side over. We start in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Make sure I hit, okay. Yes, you are going down the mountain. You are looking so good. You're feeling good. You are in first place right now in a race against yourself because it doesn't matter what anyone else is doing. This is your workout, this is your time, and the only person you want to be better than is probably you. But remember, your best is always enough. So thanks so much, you guys, for coming out, for skiing with me right now. Keep going. Do whatever you can. Find any sort of movement, even if you need to modify. Maybe coming a little bit deeper here as we come towards the end. It's your last 10 seconds. Keep breathing. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Mountain climbers. Oh, hit the floor. Time has started. I'm gonna stick with these. Oh, this mat is horrible. I'm gonna stick with these modified mountain climbers because I want to do more, but my shoulder's been hurting. And you gotta be smart with your body, you guys. You know that if you modify today to be smart with your body, you can do more tomorrow. It is normal to feel tired, to feel challenged. But if you feel pain, that is a problem. You can totally reach out to me or any of the other health fitness team. If that is an issue for you, let us know how we can help you out. Yes, I got my knees coming towards the elbow. Get that nice side butt going. All right, 3, 2, 1. Oh, these cobblestones Come on down to the floor. We got glute bridges. Get right into it. Oh my gosh, gross. Feel free to open your feet a little bit wider. Try your glute bridges a little bit differently this time. On the third set, even think about going for a narrow stance, which you'll feel, oh, I need to breathe, which you'll feel a little bit more in your hamstrings. Way to go, halfway through. Find that steady pace. Feel free to use those arms down by your side. If you don't need them, arms up overhead. Again, can just make you challenge your base a little bit more. Your stable base. Yes. What's next? It's the 2 or 3 point plank coming up next. It's our halfway move in the workout. We're there in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, this time we're going for 10 honest seconds in each plank. So find your first lift. Change. Focus your eyes someplace, keep going. Change. Even if you need to modify whatever you need to do today, halfway through right now, you got this. Keep focused, keep pulling that belly button to your back. Contract your core, change. Pull those shoulders away from your ears. Suck your stomach in again. Coming down to our last 2 moves, change. Maybe trying that 2 point plank. Change, last one. Yes, you guys, so good. All right, squat with alternating side leg lift. Keep that weight in your heels and lift up out towards the side. Weight back into your heels and lift it up. Remember, arms up overhead. It's gonna be a little bit more challenging. Make sure you're really sitting your hips back and down. Back like you're reaching for a chair, and then down in the heels, not in your toes, so that your heels stay on the floor. Oh yeah, do what you can. Oh my gosh, nice work. Halfway through this one, you guys. Then 2 more moves, you get a nice long break again. Just gotta push yourself right here. Right now is the time you might be like, no thanks. Yes, thanks. Yes, you're so worth it. 5, 4, 3, 2, right to those skater lunges. Just take that leg back. Really look down at your knees. Make sure that your knee is staying in line with your big and second toe. I'm gonna turn to the side those that you see, that as I come down towards the ground, my knee is not coming forward. No, that's terrible. That's gonna hurt later. Yes, that's good. Even if you're just stepping back, just taking that step back so that the weight is really in your front heel and your back big toe. Way to go, halfway. Challenge yourself right here. Keep that focus with your eyes. If you keep focus with your eyes and you stay in control of your breath and you suck that stomach in, balance becomes so much easier. Y'all, keep breathing. Final 10 seconds. Then we got our shuffle with our knee lift. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Side shuffle, knee lift. Use as much space as you can. And if you don't have a lot of space, focus on trying to really press up each time. Get as much height as you possibly can. If you want to get into those obliques a little bit, bring your opposite elbow towards your knee as you come into this crunch. Way to go, you guys. We got like 30 seconds left. We get a 3-minute break, and then we just got 1 more round of work to do. And then you can get back to doing work. Yay! Thanks for coming today, you guys. Thanks for checking this out later on your own time. Thanks for just making your personal time and including us. Just gonna check on that timer. Final 10 seconds. 5, yes, 4, 3, 2, 1. 3 minutes to yourself. Oh, I feel that. I feel that. I hope you guys do too. Grab that water again. Keep that movement going. Find some movement. Right here while you're trying to recover, really focus on your breath. Take that extra moment in your exhale, because that's what's going to help to really bring your heart rate down. So I know you're breathing really hard, but try and enjoy a nice focused, relaxed breath. It might seem challenging at first, but it's going to feel so much better in 1 minute, which is great, because that's about how much time we have before we're going to start our last round. So really, you guys, we're doing 21 minutes of work today. 21 minutes of work. That's all it takes. That's all it takes. If you did this twice a week, you're gonna start seeing a difference, especially if you're really pushing yourself, and only you know what that means. I'm having fun here, but if I was doing this workout for myself at home, next level. There's a whole different level between what I'm bringing when I work out with you guys and what I bring when I get to watch one of the other team members' workouts. So, I hope you keep that in mind. This is your workout, not mine, but I'm still enjoying it and I'm gonna see a difference too. Even if you only get 2 rounds of this in, that is a great place to get started. And by a month from now, you can do all 3 rounds. Okay, let's do the 3rd round. So our first move, once again, those ski moguls. We're gonna start in 10 seconds. Set yourself up, really make up your mind right now. This is the last time through, so push yourself right here, because if you're late, it's over, and then there's always the 4:30 p.m. class, and you can catch that. All right, we start in 3, 2, 1. Decide what you're focusing on. Are you going for a nice big depth and a big pop? You're still working those inner outer thighs here by getting this lateral jump happening. Yep, so today we're focusing a little bit more on the lower body than we have on some other days. Maybe your focus is speed, just finding that consistent hop. Feel free to use those arms to help you with that swing. Get careful of your surroundings. And if you need to, take a moment. Come into just like the step and squat. But really focus on getting those hips back behind you, keeping the weight in your heels, even if it means you don't go down as deep. Instead of bringing it to your toes. Final 10 seconds. Jump back in if you can. 3, 2, 1. Mountain climbers. Hit the floor. The time is going. Whatever you're gonna do, make it something different. If you've been bringing your knees to the same part every time, oh, it just felt real windy like. Find a new place to bring your knees. Halfway right now, you guys. Make sure that those hands' palms are still under your chest in whatever setup you found. Keep that belly pulled in tight. You've got this. Focus those eyes, bring those shoulders back on top of those. Oh, that scared me. Hand palms. The last 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2. Glute bridges. Roll over onto your backs and butts. This time, bring your knees together. Toes touch and heels come out. And go for your glute bridge right here. If you're game to try something different. You'll notice you can't quite lift all the way up. You can focus a lot more on this squeeze though of your glutes. But you'll probably have to keep a little bit more of your mid back on the floor. As soon as that butt touches, really think also right now, if your legs are together, about squeezing those knees together. A little bit more engagement of the thighs. Nice work, you guys. You're almost there, almost done with this move. And then we've only got 4 more. Next up is our halfway move. It is that 2 or 3 point plank. This time we're gonna go for a 6-second hold. I don't know what I was thinking, 10-second holds. I apologize. Okay, roll over, get into your first hold, whatever it is. Even if you have 2 hands on the floor and you're just stretching that toe behind you and you're engaging your core, switch. Maybe you're challenging yourself a little bit more, switch, and you've got 2 things on the floor. Keep breathing. Switch. Maybe you're really going for that challenge and you've only got 3 things on the floor. 2 things is harder. Oh my gosh. But if you're up on your toes, switch. It's super challenging. Keep those hands found onto your switch, shoulders. Switch. Last one, you guys. Switch. Way to go. Make your way back to your feet. We've got our squat with our alternating side leg lift. So once again, weight comes into those heels. Find your balance. If you need to move a little bit slower, if moving slower, it's gonna help you to get that leg lifted. It's gonna help you to really focus on keeping the weight in your heels. Like you are a substitute teacher. They're taking the chair out from behind you. Just have to keep reaching for it. Be real cool about it though. There's a lot of action outside here today, you guys. It's a little windy, it's beautiful. Recommend you get outside. We're on week 2 of our virtual 5K training. Still totally time to join us. Reach out to me if you're interested. Help you create a program, join our accountability group. Just a nice 20-minute workout coming up for me after I finish work today. 3, 2, 1, right into those skater lunges. Remember, you're focusing on not letting your hips turn open here, whether you're just stepping back or enjoying that nice deep lunge. Make sure your knees don't go forward of your toe. Knees stay in line on top of heel or that arch of that foot. Great place to be. Keep those shoulders pulled away from your ears, stomach sucked in. You're doing awesome. You're more than halfway there. You got 1 move left, and hopefully you find that side shuffle as fun as I do. Take your attention back to your form right now. Back knee coming down towards the floor. Weight in your back toe, your front heel. Keep breathing it out. You've made it to your last 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, right into your shuffle. 3 shuffles, option for that rotation, that twist. Bringing your opposite elbow to the outside of your knee. Use the space you have. Find your height. It's your last move. Way to go, way to go. Reaching that halfway point. Don't slow down. In fact, can you speed it up a little bit? Right here at the very end. Suck that stomach in, keep your core tight. Keep breathing. It's the last 20 seconds. Like 1 Tabata interval. Easy breezy. For 5. Yes, 4. Keep it up. 3, 2, 1. Go crazy. Ooh. Grab your water one more time. Yes. Oh, we're so good, you guys. They're just working on the metro. Okay. Let's enjoy a nice cool down together. Go ahead, open those legs nice and wide. Keep the weight in your heels. Make sure that your knees are still in the direction of your big and second toes, so you might find You want to turn your feet out a little bit, just depending on your musculature. We're just going to shift our weight right and left a little bit. Right and left, right and left. Weight stays in your heels. Still focus on keeping your big toe pressed down on the outer edge of your foot. And then just stop on whichever side feels good for you today. Weight stays in your heels. Shift those hips back. You can even hinge forward a little bit. The more you hinge forward, the more you're going to feel that big stretch on the back of your leg. You can place both of your hands on your bent knee. Pull those shoulders away from your ears. Consciously slow down your breath again. Good work. Shift to the other side. Still pressing the outer edge of your foot to the floor. Weight stays in your heels. Inner thighs kind of start to spread towards the wall behind you to feel that stretch on the back and the inside of your straight leg. Great. Go ahead, shift towards the center. You're going to bring the weight into your toes as you hinge forward and place your fingers down on the floor. And just take a moment, shake your butt. You can even bend your knees if it's uncomfortable to have those straight legs. Awesome. Now we're just going to take some assisted squats. So bend your knees, weight comes into your heels. Send those hips up towards the ceiling. 4 more. Bend your knees. Lift your hips. Bend your knees. Lift your hips. I lost count. Last one. Bend your knees. Go ahead, bring your hands to your thighs. Just like we started in our warm-up, we're in Balasana, horse pose. Drop that right shoulder forward, whichever shoulder you drop forward, that's okay. As one shoulder comes forward, the other shoulder comes back. Big stretch on your back. Weight still stays in your heels. Try to press those big toes down to the floor and switch. Left shoulder comes forward, right shoulder comes back. And then go ahead, bring that chest down towards the floor. I know, I'm keeping you in a squat. Here we go, a little cat-cow right here, so hips might lift a little bit. And then lower back down, finding that arching of your back, that tucking of your chin towards your chest, or rounding of your shoulders. Oh, so good. All right, roll yourself all the way up. Relax those shoulders away from your ears and heel toe your feet back together. Great, let's stretch out those legs a little bit. You might need to find a wall to help you with balance, but remember, focusing your eyes is going to help as we come into a nice big quad stretch. Really focus on, as I said before, pointing your knee down towards the floor, and you're going to turn sideways. So my knee's not just pointing down towards the floor, I'm even working on pulling my knee back behind me. If that is not comfortable, please don't hurt yourself. However, if you can find this extra little stretch, I'm squeezing my right butt cheek to make it happen too. I feel the stretch now in my hip flexor as well. All right, and change. Bring that right foot forward, threading the needle, crossing your right ankle over that left thigh. Shift the weight into your heels. Find that focus with your eyes. Sending that right knee, right hip down for 3, 2, 1. Gently lift yourself up. Place your right foot on the floor. Shake it out again. Yes. All right, and switch into the other foot. Ground your right leg down on the floor. Find your breath, your balance, and work to find this stretch. First starting in the left quad. So just doing your best to point that knee down towards the floor. Ooh. And once you feel that, even starting to point that knee back towards the wall behind you. A little bit more right there in that hip. Relax those shoulders away from your ears. You can even get a nice little stretch of your shoulders right here if you want. You can even bring your other hand to your foot for 3, 2, 1. Bring that left foot forward, cross over the right knee, and just sit down as much as feels good for you. Focus on relaxing your left knee down towards the floor as much as possible and keeping the weight in your standing legs. Heel, but don't let those big toes or pinky toes roll side to side. Just go as deep as you can and stretch that knee down as much as you can with as stable of an ankle as possible. Change, release both feet down towards the floor. Inhale those arms up overhead. Exhale, relax your arms down by your side. One more time, inhale, arms up overhead, suck your stomach in. We're gonna hinge forward. You can bend your knees if you need to. If you can reach down towards the floor in front of you, great. And if you can't, you can always just grab hold of your opposite elbow and just allow gravity to send you a little bit closer down towards the floor. I really do like to bend my knees and make a delightful table for my belly, and I bring my chin away from my chest so that my back is flat, and I make sure to suck my lower belly in, or else I know that it's not gonna feel super good on my back later. So you gotta keep that abdominal engagement in your forward folds. And the more that your hairline starts to hang heavy towards the floor as you bring more weight to your toes, the bigger stretch you're gonna feel on the back of the legs. As my elbows get closer, I also feel a big stretch in my upper back and shoulders. Go ahead and release your hands down towards the floor in front of you. Even step one foot out a little bit. Let's take a little twist right here. So with your left hand down on the floor, stretch that right arm up towards the ceiling. Turn your chin towards your right shoulder. Evenly pressing through both of your feet right now. Exhale, release your right hand back down towards the floor. Inhale, left arm up towards the ceiling. Turn your chin towards your left shoulder. Ground through both of your feet on the floor. Exhale, release your left leg down. Slowly, gently roll yourself up. One more time. Last stretch of the day. Just a little bang in the drum. Just twisting side to side. Like you're one of those awesome little Chinese drums with the beads on it that you roll between your hands. We're gonna take a little twist right here in 3, 2, 1. Whichever side you wound up on, grab hold of your hips if you can, or wherever you want to rest your hands. Exhale to relax your shoulders away from your ears and turn your chin towards that opposite shoulder. Take another deep inhale, and on your exhale, release. Back to banging that drum. Just being a little silly, finding what feels good. And then let's get ready to stop on the other side in 3, 2, 1. Find your twist, relax your hands somewhere, pull those shoulders down away from your ears, elbows closer towards the floor. Turn your chin towards that opposite shoulder of the one you looked at earlier. Once again, pull those shoulders down, engage your back, take a deep inhale, and on your exhale, release. Yay, you guys, we finished. We got a little bit of time to spare. Way to go, good work. Thank you guys all so much for coming and joining me for today's workout. I can't wait to see you all again soon. I hope you have a great day.